The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're going to look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. And even 40 yards. 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Evans. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darrington Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Wilson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Evans. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Evans. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
At the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Evans. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Evans. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Darrington Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Broncos first down.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
The kicker on for the point after.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
A 4-yard pickup.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Denver.
Let's go. 53. Mike. Check pass.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run with Evans. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
No gain on
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Broncos 18-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch 18. 18's the mic.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Evans. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Darrington Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Right back to him on 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the... end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
the 35-yard line.
Watch 18, 18.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Evans. Again, he finds an opening. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are pouring it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
A gain of 3.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Denver.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
A gain of 7. But it's 4th down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Myles Garrett. And this Browns defense stands tall.
On down.
They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
4-yard line.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now we'll run with Evans. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns continue to roll. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now the 2nd down throw on target. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing up.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Browns 49, Broncos 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
50 seconds.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20.
It's over. It's
and
over.
A little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Browns, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.